All right, great. Welcome again. And this is Gina Espinosa speaking. I am with the Virtual Press Office with PR Newswire. Today we are going to be going over the PR strategies for the IMS event. We ask that if you have any questions to keep them to the end, and we will answer them. There's a chat box right at the bottom for you. So please feel free to type in any questions, and any of the presenters today will be happy to answer them for you. So today's agenda is we are going to be covering some tips for developing IMS media strategies. We are also going to be going over some media landscape and strategies. Also, we'll be discussing Social Media 101. The online press room and examples of the online press room, creating an online press kit, and some tips and tricks as well. And also, we'll be doing a short PR Newswire overview. Today, your presenters are going to be Lee Wood. He is the exhibit manager at IMS. We're also going to be hearing from Christine Reisenauer and Mariko Helm. They are from Weber Shandwick, and they run the public relations for the event. And you will also be speaking from me, or hearing from me, excuse me. Again, my name is Gina Espinosa, and I am the events and marketing manager at Virtual Press Office. So I'm just going to kick it over to Lee. He's going to give you some quick reminders and deadlines for the show.
All right, good morning, everybody. Thanks for signing in today. Just a few things, as we're only about 4 weeks out from the show now, so I hope all your plans are moving along well and getting ready for heading to Phoenix. Just as a reminder, April 23rd is coming up here quickly, and make sure you get your orders in for all your services in order to save money. So the cost typically goes up about 40% after that date, and so I want to make sure you really you get your orders in and get the best possible pricing from Freeman and the other service providers. Also, May 7th is the date to ship to the advanced warehouse. So after that date, you'll want to plan on shipping direct to show site. And then move-in begins on May 17th. So there is a handful of companies that are targeted for Friday for the most part, or I'm sorry, Saturday. But for the most part, move-in will be Sunday and Monday. And the show opens, of course, on Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock. Social functions this year, a little bit of a change from last year where we had the opening night reception, which was the first time that function had been done. This year, it was very successful, so I want to continue it again this year. And it will be at the Arizona Science Center on Monday night. So exhibitors are invited, every attendee, exhibit-only conference attendee, everyone's invited to that event. So I certainly encourage you to be a part of that. Wednesday night will be the industry-hosted reception. We'll be back on the show floor again this year. We have quite a bit of space to work with in Phoenix, which is nice because we were really cramped for space last year in Tampa and had to move that reception to the foyer, but here we'll be back on the show floor. So also plan on being that. Now the show, as usual, will continue to be open, so you want to plan on staffing your booth for that time. Tuesday and Thursday coffee breaks will also be back on the show floor this year, and on Thursday afternoon because the show closed. In addition, there's new social media, expanded seating areas, the Micro-Apps Theater. The new features we have include a pavilion for wearables and wireless, the STEM pavilion. So IMS committee has expanded the STEM program this year, and that will also be taking place primarily on the show floor, as well as the interactive forum and the university booths. A lot of stuff happening on the show floor this year, and we're really excited. As usual, if you have questions, Candy, Susie, and I are all here to answer them for you and help you out as we make the final push into the show. So with that, I'll kick it back over to Christine to guide you through the PR and marketing presentation. So thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Lee. Hi, everyone. This is Christine. I'm the IMS PR representative. So we just wanted to chat through some of the media landscape and best strategies to connect with media to share your news. So first up on the media landscape to discuss who are the media attending IMS. We have trade publications. A lot of times we're seeing longtime IMS attendees, returning media each year. These are multimedia storytellers that are asked to do more with less. So what this means for you, it's really important to read and follow the media to learn who they are and what they're specifically interested in. As they're multimedia storytellers, it's also really important to think just beyond the text. What other visuals can you provide? Is it photos or videos? And it's also really important to be clear, concise, and compelling because they're very busy in advance of the show as well as on site. So some tips and tricks for your media strategy if you're planning to connect with media. It's really important to get on their radar early. We recommend connecting in advance of the show. It's a great idea to build relationships with introductory meetings just to sort of get to know some of these folks so you can get on their radar. Another really helpful tip is to offer commentary on an emerging trend. A lot of times they're looking for reputable quotes and really helpful insights, so great to offer that when available. And again, just thinking beyond the text about photos and video. And once you've made those initial introductions, it's great to continue those conversations with consistent, relevant follow-up to make sure that you're available for their needs and sharing your news regularly so they can be up to date on the latest news. Another important way to get on the radar is to develop a press release when you have news. Some tips and tricks to make the most of your press release engagement to optimize this for media is to have an eye-catching headline. It's really important to think about keywords for search engine optimization and offer context and additional details with a subheading. For these news releases, you're going to want to include a timely, relevant news hook and make sure to provide all of the details, including who, what, when, where, and the so what, to really show why this news is important at this time. We also really recommend adding in a quote that provides color, and be sure to include media contact information so you can continue those conversations, and if the media have questions, they can easily find the best person to reach at the organization. And the best way to get your press release out there is to distribute to the targeted media that you've already identified who are interested in the topic with a brief but relevant pitch to share this. So developing this media list that you would use for distribution for your press release or other similar news, the IMS 2015 media list is available to all IMS exhibitors. We have a pre-registration list that we continue to update very regularly. So our email address is in there, so feel free to reach out at any time, and we're happy to share that list with you. As I mentioned before, it's also really important to determine which reporters are the best fit for your news. Some ways to do this are to look at their previous coverage and potentially their social media posts. It's a great way to get familiar with what they're covering, what they're interested in, and what their expertise is to make sure that they're really aligned and interested in your news. And from there, it's important to refine your target. We recommend focusing on the best reporter and avoid pitching the entire editorial staff of a large outlet or publication. We find that when you refine that target and really find the best person for your news, you're going to have a lot more success for some of those big outlets than you would reaching out very broadly. And once you've made contact for some of these introductory media conversations, you can also book meetings at IMS. We have media interview rooms in the press lounge. Interview rooms are reserved on a first-come, first-served basis, and we typically will book those in 30-minute increments. So rooms are available Monday through Wednesday and Thursday as well, and you can actually reach out directly to me, and I'm happy to book those for you. Once you've determined the need for an interview room and you've booked that with me, I'll be sure to send you a reminder, but please make sure to check in at the press lounge in advance so you can confirm your meeting room assignment.
Great. Thanks, Christine. Hi, everyone. This is Mariko. Just wanted to provide a quick overview on social media and provide some quick tips and tricks on how to engage online before, during, and after the show. So with platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, you can generate tremendous online exposure for your brand, build trust and relationships. So we've included some percentages on social media users who are connected to or engage with brands regularly. So you'll see that 50% of users on social networks are connected to brands. 36% of social network users post about brand content. So this is a really great opportunity to get online and increase their awareness. Oh, hello. 84% of followers read tweets posted by brands they follow. And the more active you are on social media, the more searchable you become. So social media presence can push a brand to the top of Google search, and as Christine mentioned earlier, this is very important for search engine optimization in terms of keywords as well. So 45% of brands on Twitter appeared in the top 20 Google search results for the brand's name. And organizations that have optimized engagement have outperformed their competitors by 26% in gross margin and 85% in sales growth. So there are business implications here as well.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but can I just mention again, there is a little bit of background noise, so if everybody can just mute their lines, please, that would be great. Okay.
Thanks, Gina. So here we wanted to showcase how certain social media strategies can impact your online presence. So if you leverage owned channels, meaning social media, blogs, or your website to deliver your specific messages and share company updates, monitor industry conversations, and identify influencers in your space who are leading the conversation and find ways to engage with them, then this will help you increase engagement and show visibility beyond traditional audiences. So this also leverages those people who follow the influencers and their respective networks and ultimately amplifies your message across those channels. This will also help you drive on-site engagement on the show floor and build a community for sustained conversation and engagement beyond the show. Great. So a couple of best practices for you all. You want to listen first, then participate. So to join in on the online conversation, you want to gauge what the discussions are and really show thought leadership. You want to use an engaging visual asset, so a photo, link, or video when possible. Photos, especially on Twitter, we've seen a lot of success around ensuring that a visual asset is included. This directly boosts retweets by 35%. You want to leverage tagging and hashtags to incite conversations across relevant topic areas and communities. So this just includes your posts into certain discussions that are already pre-existing online. And as you'll see later on, we highly encourage using the event hashtag, which is IMS 2015, to include your posts within that discussion as well. So you want to also retweet others and add your own perspective, again, tying into the thought leadership aspect there. And then you want to tie into timely topics, holidays, campaigns, events, or newsworthy themes as they relate to IMS. So anything related to science or STEM-related articles even would be great content to share online.
And social media is another great place to share your press releases or any other relevant company news that you're putting out there, just to make sure that it's a cohesive communication across all of your channels.
Great. And then content performs well when it incorporates a call to action. So this would be anything that starts with join us or visit or check out, especially for Facebook paid content, but also for organic content as well. And as you'll see here, definitely recommend using that IMS 2015 hashtag, and also including any other evergreen hashtags, so that could be STEM, science, radio frequencies, to insert yourself into the larger cultural conversations. So we've just included some of our links here just so everyone has it available. And we, again, highly recommend utilizing mentions, tagging, and sharing social content to increase awareness.
Great. Thank you so much. So this is Gina Espinosa again, and I will be now covering the online press room for the IMS show. This image here is just an example of what the press room looks like. This resides on the IMS website, and it will be easily accessible for media as well as anybody looking for show news. It'll pull in press releases, press kits, as well as tweets from the show, any YouTube videos, and their Instagram. So if you do have any YouTube videos or you want to tweet, again, use the official hashtag, and also put in IMS or International Microwave Symposium in your YouTube video, and it will feed into this page. So a little bit of the benefits for utilizing the online press room and creating an online press kit is that it improves your awareness. If you do follow the steps that Christine went over for press release creation, you can do this all online. So your press releases will be distributed to attending media as well as our VPO database of thousands of global media and industry professionals. And that raises your visibility and awareness to your information. And our technology sector is huge. We have over 12,000 contacts that request to receive technology news. So you're really reaching a broad audience beyond the show floor. This will also reduce your costs. An online press kit is less expensive than traditional press kit production. It's approximately a third of the cost when you factor in buying physical press kit materials, whether it be paper, CDs, USBs, and then actually putting the work in to put them together. So it'll in turn reduce your workload because you don't need to burn your CDs and flash drives. Once you have your press releases, your supporting documents, which are fact sheets, brochures, images, multimedia components, you send it to us and we will post it to this online press office. There's also no deadline dates for your materials. You can send them whenever they're available, before, during, and even if you have some post-show news for the show. It also will eliminate the waste for journalists. They don't really have to hunt down for your information. It's all centralized in one event news site, again, accessible right from the IMS website. It will also eliminate uncertainty for you. After the show, you receive a post-show media usage report from us, which outlines the journalists and industry professionals that had access to your press releases. So this allows for easier follow-up. And also your shelf life. Your online press kit is available for 1 year online. So as Christine mentioned, you can utilize this and tweet out your online press kit or put it on your Facebook and utilize social media, and you can use it well beyond after the show. So this is an example of what the online press kit looks like. These packages do start at $665 for a standard online press kit, and that includes your company logo for branding, as well as your URL, your PR, and or company contact. We do recommend to put at least one person that's going to be on the show floor. If there are any journalists that want to follow up with you right away, at least they know the best contacts to, if they want to set up a meeting and follow up with you. You'll also receive a fixed-word company description, and as mentioned, you'll receive 6 documents of any length. This can include your press releases, again, your brochures, images, anything that you would put in a traditional physical paper press kit. You can put on the online press kit. And again, your news is distributed to the registered media as well as that worldwide industry database. You receive that post-show media usage report, and it is live for the year. So here are some tips and tricks of what you can add to your press kit to make it a little bit more engaging. So these are all components that we can absolutely add to your press kit. You can add a call to action button if you want anyone to go to your page or you want them to receive additional information. We can create a button for you and link to really anything that you want us to link to. Also, we strongly recommend to add your social media components on there. If you provide to us your Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, Twitter, really any social media you have set up for your company, we can put it right on the top of your page to brand it, and then it's easier to access directly from your online press kit. As Christine mentioned, multimedia is extremely important. We absolutely recommend adding images to your online press kit, and we also can embed videos for you. So if you do have anything that's hosted, we can't necessarily just use a movie document, but we can embed this video from a YouTube or other video hosting site, and it will actually play right in your press kit, which is pretty cool. So these are definitely some additional elements to add to make your online press kit a little bit more engaging. So something that we added this year for an added value is the press kit roundup. Now this is a press release that Virtual Press Office creates for the show that outlines the show, and we will take any companies that have participated in the online press office, and we will take your company description and your company name and list out anybody that, that participated in the service. And this goes over our Newswire's US 1 national distribution. This hits all 50 states, over 5,000 syndicated websites. So it really broadens your reach. It's traditionally a $975 value for the reach that you're receiving. So it's an absolutely added value for your standard online press kit if you may not have the budget to do a broader distribution with PR Newswire. There is a deadline to be included in this press kit roundup, and that's May 12th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. This is just securing your spot. There's no deadline to submit your materials, so as long as you have your order in place, you'll be by this time you'll be included in this roundup. So as mentioned, because Virtual Press Office is a PR Newswire company, we can offer exclusive exhibitor discounts on premium wire distribution when you purchase an online press kit. So I'm just going to cover really our most popular package that we have, and that's the National Exposure Package. So you will receive everything that you receive in the traditional online press kit, but it also includes a national wire release distribution up to 800 words over that US 1 network, and that reaches traditional media, trade publications, bloggers, investors, and again, over 5,000 syndicated websites. We'll promote your PR Newswire press release via social post, and that means that we will post it to PR Newswire's Twitter account, which has over 5,000 followers. And it also includes search engine optimization, so it will be easily found in search engines. And it's also distributed to prnj.com. Now this is a PR Newswire media-only website with completely vetted media, and there's over 80,000 active users on this website. And you'll also receive a post-show visibility report, which outlines where your news reached, what kind of social networking has happened, who retweeted your press release, who posted it to their Facebook. You'll get a very extensive report on this press release, so it's really great for figuring out your ROI, and it's also a great value. This will save you over $1,000 than if you just used it over PR Newswire without an online press kit. So this is why it's one of our most popular packages. So, and I also included for you all of our news distribution options. We have an extensive amount of options that can fit your needs, your outreach, and your budget. So please feel free. My contact details are at the end, but you know, to contact the team, and we'll be happy to go over the options with you. Okay, so just to recap for the top tips for today's presentation, make sure to research and know your contacts and what they cover. Make sure your press releases are concise, informative, and easy to access. Generate buzz with social media before, after, and during the show. And keep in touch with contacts you're around with relevant information. Okay, so now we are going to take some questions. We have a few right now in the chat box. So the first question is, does the post-show journalist report represent people that actually downloaded a piece of your content, or the universe of people that could have downloaded? So this is from Stephanie Lucas. The traditional online press kit will only outline the journalist that actually was distributed your news, so it's not technically who downloaded it. That's why a lot of people decide to upgrade to the National Exposure Package or another package that includes PR Newswire. Because the reports are extremely extensive, you can see who actually clicked into it, and again, as I mentioned, who interacted with it, with social media, etc. So the reports are a lot more robust, but you can actually see who viewed it, or excuse me, not who viewed it, who received it, which you can't really do with a traditional press kit. So I hope that answered your question. Okay, and then the next one is I set up a press kit for free. Is it $665 for non-exhibitors? If you, I'm not too sure where you set up a press kit, but this is the fee for all exhibitors for using Virtual Press Office and being on the online press office. It may, whatever press kit you may have made may reside somewhere else. I don't know if, Christine, you have a different area for posting news.
I don't have another online service.
Okay. Oh, okay. She's thinking of the company profile. Okay, yeah, that's different than the online press office. That's a different service. Yeah. So,
the exhibitor console does have that as an option as well to post at no charge. You can put up one press release that is viewed by all of the attendees and anybody who goes into the website and into the exhibitor console, but it doesn't post across any of the wire services. So hopefully that clarifies.
Perfect. And the next question is, I've been receiving emails from PR News as the official press distribution for IMS. Is that the same package as the one you're describing? Yes, we are PR Newswire, so we're the trade show division. So Virtual Press Office is affiliated with PR Newswire. So these packages are the same. If you do receive any emails from any other company other than PR Newswire or Virtual Press Office, they are not the official news provider. So we are the only sanctioned news distribution service for the show. All right, so I'll wait a couple more minutes to see if anybody else has any other questions. All right, I don't see any coming in. Okay, will you be sending the PowerPoint? Yes, this PowerPoint is being recorded, so I will be sending everyone a post-show email, or excuse me, a post-webinar email that will include the slides as well as the entire presentation, so you can click into some of the hyperlinks that are included in here. So you should be on the lookout for that either later today or by tomorrow.
And to echo that, we'll also be sharing the link on the website as well, so you'll be able to find it there.
Perfect. All right, are there any other questions? All right, I think that's it. So as you see here, our contact information is here to contact Christine for anything regarding, the PR for the show or any other questions that you may have related to the show. And my contact details are there also regarding if you have any questions about packages or the Virtual Press Office. So please feel free to email or call us for any additional information, and we're definitely here to help you. So I hope everyone had a good day, and thank you again for joining us.
All right, thank you.